G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 13 of our dual-wielding pistol Purifier. I've done a little bit of inventory management, not a huge amount. I basically swapped the Galacros plating off for the Fiend Scale jacket. That much armor and health and physical resistance is just too much to say no to. I don't particularly care about the vitality damage proc, it's kind of a nice to have thing, but since it doesn't heal us, I'm not too worried about it. However, that did ruin my resistances. So we need to fix that, and so we need to get some bleeding, we need to get some more vitality, and we could lose a little bit of Aether, we could lose a little bit of Chaos, we could lose some Elemental. Poison I don't really want to lose any of, but we could lose a little bit of Piercing as well. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to take the runestone off of my helmet, and it really hurts to do this because they're really expensive for Aether crystals, but them's the breaks. So we're putting a second sanctified bone on the helmet, which fixes our vitality resistance for now, and then I'm also going to destroy another pile of Aether crystals on this this crest here. Oh, it hurts. It really does hurt. That's 24 Aether crystals gone. That's 2 and a bit runs of the Warden's Lab. However, that has fixed resistances, at least for normal, and hopefully for a healthy chunk of ultimate as well. Okay, so speaking of what we're going to be doing this episode, we do have the Blackiron docks to do, which I do want to do. And I want to do a little bit of a cleanup tour of normal as well for things like, for example, up here, does it show on the map? It doesn't. But I missed the Devotion Shrine in the Astrakhan Valley, so I'm just going to go get that. And there's 6 other Devotion Shrines that I want to get. So that's the plan for today. I need to get my movement rune back as well. That's definitely a thing that needs to happen. And then at the end of a little roundup, I guess, of collecting all the Devotion Shrines, should have the Magi pretty much done, so that'll be another damage proc, which will be good. Speaking of, at the end of last episode I had 1 point remaining, so I did put that into this particular spot in the Magi. And I think I'm going to... Okay, so this particular node is actually really good. Attack speed, burn damage, physique. This is quite nice. But it does mean that we're going to be delayed in getting this damage proc. So, as much as this is a really nice node and I do want to get it, I want to get the proc first, because the faster we get this, the faster it starts leveling. Okay, so let me just cross this one off the list. I'm doing things a little bit out of order, so I shouldn't be doing that. Let's go ahead and head on over to the Crown Hill Rift. Actually, before we do that, I want my movement rune back. And I'm kind of hoping that I have one in the bank, because I don't want to have to go buy another one. Especially considering I can't actually remember which one I was using. And, of course, I don't have one in the bank. Okay, we get to choose a new one, and it's probably going to be the same one as the old one. On classes that don't have their own class-based movement rune, I prefer to use the Via's Might clone, of which I can't remember the name, or the teleport if you're a caster, and I don't know why I like the teleport, but I think it's this one. But yeah, for some reason on casters I like the teleport. For everybody else I like Rush, just because it lets you move to an area without needing a target. So the Blitz and Shadow Strike clones are also really good, but they're good for different things. Okay. Let's head on into the Blackiron docks. And we've got a little bit of a run before we get there, but hopefully it won't be too long. So I use this movement skill for traveling, basically. And as long as we're here... what is going on? Where is Fire Strike gone? I've changed weapons. Okay, well this is bad. I'm not sure why I'm running. Let's just fix this. What button did I press to do that? Was it W? It was W. Okay. Let's try that again, this time with weapons equipped. Oh, that's That's a special kind of special to do that. It's alright though, we're not dead. We should be dead for doing something silly like that, but we're not. We're not dead. Somehow. Alright, and like I said, XP is still good, so big groups like this, just absolutely take them out. Aether Shard is definitely nice. I would prefer crystals, but beggars can't be choosers or something like that. So we'll grab a couple of these, and I'm gonna kill those heroes, because, I mean, obviously, XP, loot, all the fun stuff. I don't know if it's in my head, or if it's actually a thing that's happening, but I definitely feel a lot tankier with that extra pile of armor on the chest piece. Again, I'm not sure if that's actually a thing that's real, or if it's just, I put more armor on, I should feel tankier, and therefore I feel tankier. I don't know. But it feels tanky. Feels like I'm taking less damage. I'm probably... I mean, I definitely would be taking less damage, but how much? It's probably not a huge amount. Alright, let's clear the streets a little bit, just so I can walk through in peace-ish. And that's a big boy, so this guy's going to take a while to die. But the good news is that it's actually not that bad anymore. You've got Aether Clusters. I shouldn't be coming down here just in case the Flesh Weaver is in the area. He's not, so he's going to be around the corner up here. Let's see if we can... He's not home today. Oh, and I've been playing other characters, so I need to turn that off, because that drives me absolutely wild. Can't stand having that on when I'm playing a gun character. Okay, it's definitely being carried pretty hard by Inquisitor's Seal, let's be honest. Although I think most Inquisitor builds get carried pretty hard by the Inquisitor's Seal. Okay, and we're into the Blackiron docks proper, and our mission here is just kill everything. If it moves, shoot it, and if it doesn't move, shoot it until it does. Typical American approach, which suits us just fine. I'm gonna lose some subscribers for that comment. I don't care, it was worth it. Alright, we're in the main area of the docks now. And coming up on the wave area. So just clear this area out, and then the waves should start. Definitely need to get close to apply the resistance shred from Aura of Sensual. Okay, there's 54. I'm turning the loot off as well. I don't want to see it while I'm surrounded by big, angry, and ugly. Do you see the arcane symbol, that little circle with a line through it? It tells me this guy is arcane, and I really don't want to have to deal with having all my buffs disappear. I think there may be another one in one of the waves. Okay, I think it might be time to just move out of all that rubbish on the floor there. When you're fighting these kind of wave events, it is important to move a bit, just because I mean, you can see all the lightning and aether vomit that they put on the floor. You don't want to be standing in that. Okay, inscribed braces, no. Annihilation, no. Chillblaze is... yeah, it's one hand up. Never mind. I had a feeling it was a cold pistol, but from memory, the cold pistols are even worse somehow. I think there's like one cold pistol build that's any good. Right, let's eat that, and I guess we'll go turn this in. Well, not I guess, we will go turn this in. Get some XP. And we will chuck these on to get some extra XP. And did I turn in... yes, I did. Okay. Okay. Where are we up to for Mammoth resistance. I really want to get honored. I don't think it's going to happen, but I do want to get honored. What are we doing with points here? I am a little bit worried about the lack of cunning so far, because I'm kind of... whoa. I'm kind of expecting that guns are going to need a decent amount of cunning to use them. And I don't have that. These pants, the Anchorite's leg armor, they're not horrible, but the armor is getting a little outdated. This is almost 20 levels old. And it doesn't have... it's got 20% elemental resist, but I don't need that. Okay. I'm going to... can I replace it? I think I can. Can I get enough physique, though, is the question. No, I cannot. I do want to get a pair of Soleil's pants.
Put it to good use.
Because it's an easy sort of fixes most of your problems kind of pair of pants, if that makes any sense. And since one of the shrines I want is in the Temple of the Three, I was intending to do the temple, or the hidden path one time on Ultimate and just get all of the rewards for all three in one go. But there is a devotion shrine in the Temple of the Three. And there's another one in Eastmarsh. Maybe not. I kind of want to just do it all in Ultimate. Okay, well we've got some devotion shrines we can go and get. Steps of Torment, the Conflagration in Port Valbury, and then there's another one in Bastion of Chaos, so we'll go get those. And Broken Hills is probably the easiest. Alright, we're going to do at least the first little leg of the hidden path, because I want those pants. Do I want anything at this level? What does that give me? Chance of lightning damage. Okay, mortar trap, no. Don't have that, so no. I think this is going to be a one-pointer, just for the moment. Is it? No, I think we leave it. I really want the thermite mine. So, first little section of the hidden path here. We've also got the blocked path, which quest complete, I guess, so that's good. But we'll have to go around it.
That skill's not ready.
If you're ever looking for the hidden path, this little house here that has Hevel's Greatsword in it, come out the front door, just run straight down here. It's pretty easy to find once you've done it a time or two, and as soon as you see the detonation site on the map, it's pretty easy to find. Okay, ignited. Monsters deal extra fire damage. No big deal. You can fight all this stuff all the way if you want. I'm going to most likely skip all of it and then just shoot them at the end. So, okay, we'll shoot these guys at the end. It is kind of better to kill off the small ones and then worry about the big ones, or at least that's kind of what I've found. You can stop shooting at me now. Okay, and here is the Guardian of Dreeg. Now, is he able to hurt me? Something is doing a little bit of damage. I don't think it's his eyeballs, but something around here is hurting me. Right, we'll take all of this. And we'll take all of this. And then we'll head to the Broken Hills. Now, I'm going to be doing the Steps of Torment for the Devotion Shrine anyway, so now's a good time to come here. Dreeg Sect legs, decent amount of a lot of things I really like on these. So if the Soleil Sect pants are no good, then we will keep these for 6 levels, and assuming we don't find something better, those are going to be the pants, because they are pretty good from cursory glance. A lot of resistances, a lot of armor. I think I saw stun resist on those as well. Yeah, reduced stun duration. That would take us to, what, 77% or something? Very close to the cap for stun resist. One thing I also noticed before I started is we were very close to Honored with Homestead, so I'm kind of expecting to see Honored with Homestead. Yep, there it is. So we have a short trip to make. Pretty much whenever I see Honored with any of the factions, if I can, quest here. If I can, I want to go get the writ straight away. Is it a writ or a merit? Or it is a writ, yeah. So I want to get that pretty much straight away as soon as I see Honored with one of the factions. I am absolutely going to hang on to those because they are way better than the boots we're wearing. Having said that, we've got Honored. We need Revered for the level 70 stuff. That's fine. What else we got here? None of this was in the plan, so I don't think any of it's going to be particularly useful. Do we have some fire damage somewhere? So these are all weapon augments. That one... Okay, let's take those. More flat damage is definitely a good thing. Okay, that'll do us. That's enough shopping, he says as he opens another shop. Always buy those potions when you go through Homestead. They will be useful. One day, I promise you, you will use them. Actually, probably if you're not wanting to just buy them all. I used to kind of sort them, and I would buy Chaos, Aether, and Vitality, and sometimes Poison, but generally just Chaos, Aether, and Vitality were the ones that I used to buy. Now, I can't be bothered, I just buy them all now. And probably most of them won't get used, but they're all decent. Having them ready to go in your stash is better than having to craft them. What are you? You're ancient. I wonder if we can do an ancient totem. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Famous last words, but you know, we can always run away. Okay, here we go. So, shooty bang bang has done it. Ancient totem. That one seemed pretty weak though. Alright, we'll take all that and be on our way. Decent chunk of XP for those, which is the main reason why I wanted to do it. Although, the loot certainly doesn't hurt. Revenant's Edge sounds like a gun. It's not really what we're after. I feel like I've run past the door. Yeah, I've definitely run past... You know what? I don't mind having run past the door so much anymore. There we go. A little bit of extra reputation for the Coven and Homestead. And here's the door that I ran past. Okay, so this is the Guardian of Soleil, and it gets extra fire damage, which is not great. Alright, things to know about the Guardian of Soleil is you just shoot it until it dies, and then immediately move. Because as you can see, there's a lot of purple gunk under my feet. Prismatic Diamond is a really nice one to have. And our pants, we got Resonant of Thorns. So of Thorns is, yeah, basically worthless. But Bleeding, Aether, and Elemental Resistance, Freeze Duration, and the attack damage converted to health goes up to, I think, 7%. So it definitely could be higher. But that's fine. It's certainly better than the pants we're wearing at the moment. Which one has more armor? Same armor. I think I like the Driegsect ones better. Thunderstruck of Thunder. I really wish was, you know, Searing of Scorched Runes or something like that. Or Formidable of Scorched Runes would be amazing and, like, stupidly rare. But it would be nice. Anyway, didn't get it, so it is what it is. Let's go into the Steps of Torment, because they've got a devotion shrine for us. And we may as well do this quest as well to get the recipe for the skeleton key. I did also just get the recipe for the prismatic diamond, which is my helmet component of choice for pretty much every build I play in hardcore. There's kind of no reason not to use it. It provides vitality resistance and also a circuit breaker, and all it costs you is your helmet component. I really struggle to see any reason why you wouldn't use it. More damage, I guess. If you're playing softcore, then yeah, fair enough. Take the Consecrated Bone, take the Runestone. The extra damage against Ethereals or Chthonics is probably good, but if you're playing hardcore, you really should be using the Prismatic Diamond, in my opinion. I mean, obviously it's your character, do as you wish, but I think it's worth... I think I might even use it if there was, if it took 2 slots, I might even consider using it. It's really good. Okay, this priest needs to die. I am checking for the treasure troves, but if I don't find it, then I don't find it, and it's kind of whatever. Wraithbone Sash. Another thing we're not going to use. Kind of curious, I don't think I actually did anything there. I wonder if we can just kill stuff by standing near it. Probably can. Yeah, the big things are going to take a little longer, but they will eventually die. See you there, Balan Boros. That's a lot of stuff he's just reflected back to us. Good thing Inquisitor's Seal is overpowered. Okay, I am going to leave the rest of the hidden path, but now that I have sort of unlocked, I guess you would call it, the Guardian of... Someone is wrecking my day there. I can see you guys. Now that I've unlocked the Guardian of Soleil, I'll probably farm it sort of in between episodes to get a decent pair. I did see those pants back there on the floor. Did I pick them up? I didn't pick them up. There was a pair of formidable pants back there, which are almost certainly going to be worth using. I think I saw they were of thorns, which is not great. Okay, give me my devotion point, please. And we'll most likely have to go around the wall and kill the rest of them off. Yep, one last warlock. There we go. Done. Bone Weave leggings. Well, we may have just fixed our problem with pants. Let's have a look at these. Armor is really good. Chaos and Vitality resist means I can take my helmet and chest adornment off. There's no real weird damage conversion on them. Yep, we'll just put those on right now. We will need the Silk Swatch back, but that's fine. I'm a little bit concerned about the bleeding resistance. The other thing I'm a little bit concerned about is the fact that I didn't spend that devotion point and get the proc like I should have. Alright, let's just take a break here for a second. So first thing I want is I want my Silk Swatch back. Next thing I want is my devotion point for my proc, and this proc is going to go on... let's see what the proc chance is when we put it on Inquisitor's Seal. Shows 15% chance on attack. Okay. What about if we put it on, say, Chilling Rounds? Or Storm Spread is probably a better option. Still says 15%. Does it show here? Does 15%? Okay. All right, we'll leave it on. We'll leave it on Storm Spread and just kind of see what happens. As long as we're in the area, may as well vendor all of this. Okay, and of these two... Well, honestly, I don't think I'm going to use either of them now. I'll hang on to them for a bit. When we step into Ultimate, because I am kind of planning to use this character to test the waters in Ultimate. So when we step into Ultimate, I will maybe need to juggle some resistances. Alright, let's see if we can't see some more volcano procs. Haven't seen one yet. Still nothing. I wonder if it works on the procs. It should work. I guess it's only 15% chance, so maybe it just takes a little while. So 15% chance on a proc that is already 15%. So we're looking at something like a 1% chance. Alright, as long as we're here, we'll go ahead and kill Zathuzalan. He's got a bit more health, so should be able to... he doesn't shred resistances, but... should be able to get some... yeah, there we go. See the fireball novas? That's the one. Okay, we'll move over here a bit. When he gets lower, there should be some priests that will spawn. They're very obnoxious, because they always end up healing him. Okay, that works. So he's done. I'm not going to do the skeleton dungeon, or the skeleton key dungeon, but I will take the blueprint and a key. So that was the skeleton key, and also the blueprint for the Shard of Baranath, which we won't be using here. Right. What do we got next? Steps of Torment is done. Leaves us, next one up is the Conflagration, which is just here, and then into Port Valbury, and we'll have to do about a third of the entire kind of dungeon to get the Devotion Shrine. Do I got any points left? Nope. So next point is going to get us 5% attack speed, which is good because we're not capped. So the cap is 200%. We are nowhere near it, so more attack speed is going to be very welcome. Let's see if we can't just get through here. Now, this area can be a little dangerous, but it should be fine. As long as you kind of know where you're going a bit, I guess. These little sigils on the ground are from the Bone Weave leggings, so I'm pretty happy about those. Get us a little more life leech as well. The damage is, you know, neither here nor there. You're not going to get huge damage from it. It's just the kind of semi-passive, I guess, healing is very nice. Now, I missed this this shrine on the Paladin, so I'll have to come back and get it. But the reason why is because it's not normally here. So this particular shrine is newly added to normal. It used to be an elite and ultimate only shrine, and generally speaking, by the time you had access to it, you were already done for devotions, just in general. You had your 55 points and you didn't need them anymore. So that's kind of the reason why I forgot about it. It's because until recently it didn't exist here. But it does now, and it's an easy devotion trying to get. I'm not sure what it's going to need. I'm kind of hoping it's desecrated so I can just fight stuff. But if it is a crafting one, then we'll have to go and craft something. Hopefully it's not something that needs a blueprint, because that will be very obnoxious. Speaking of obnoxious, this guy is a tank. Let's see if we can kill these guys off just in the off chance that someone is healing him. Alright, down he goes. I think he actually gets to wear this helmet. because he's humanoid, I'm pretty sure he gets to wear the MIs that he has, so fire and elemental resistance. That is most likely why he was such a beefcake. And then more fire and more elemental. Okay. If he was wearing both of those items, that's absolutely why he was just he was not dying. Alright. Let's go say hi to the Herald of the Stars or Destruction, or whichever one lives here. I don't see this section very often, because this area is one that I recommend to newer hardcore players to avoid, or just people in general who don't want to die. Because of all the Aether Fire and other rubbish on the floor, it's actually very easy to die in here, and then the boss at the end is completely optional. It does mean we'll get to rescue the cannons, or not rescue, but we'll have the cannons available for Homestead, so they'll be up on the wall when we get back to town. Which is nice. Let's get rid of him. So, the Herald of the Flame, I'm assuming since his name literally has flame in it, that he's kind of resistant to fire. Which I don't love. But he is going down, so there is that. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer, just on the off chance that he's not currently in range of the Aura Essentia. And he's going to start summoning friends very soon. I'm surprised he hasn't yet. Yep, there they are. So, Flesh Hulks. I think we're fine to just keep shooting him. Alright, there he goes. And here is the Devotion Shrine I came all the way here for. And fortunately, it is a Fight Me Shrine. So no unfortunate hunting for blueprints for random components to craft, which is good. And this will allow me to finish Magi. No, it won't. That's flat fire damage. I want that. I want the both, but I want that more than I want the other one. And this is an Ancient Aether Warp Totem, which you definitely should not click on, ever. Ancient Aether Warp Totems are the devil, so definitely don't click on them, like, ever. There's a lot of beefy boys. Okay, this one's reflective. Alright, and we killed him. Good job. Okay, we got, what, double Ancestor Relic blueprints? I mean, thanks, I guess. And we did get a level out of that too. Just make sure I'm not going to die in Aether Fire while I'm looking at this. I do want to get this to 10, just because 20% is a really nice round number, and my OCD tells me that I want it. But I really want Thermite Mines. I mean, like, really, really want Thermite Mines. I need to get that resist reduction online. Let's go ahead and eat some of these blueprints. There we go. Okay. So that just leaves us the Port Valbury one to get, and that'll get us some more attack speed, which I'm really looking forward to. So, let's see if we can't kind of sneak our way back. Oh, I need to get the cannons too. Spent all that time talking about how awesome it'll be to see the cannons on the wall of Homestead, and then walked away from it, including an Exalted chest as well. Okay, and we will claim this for the Black Legion. There's our little volcano eruptions. Very nice. Okay, now we're done. Now we can go die in Port Valbury instead. Damage is still not amazing, but with the extra proc, it's kind of okay. Do I want to risk going through here? Yeah, why not? There we go. Not dead, although I did try hard. So I'm looking for this little dynamite here. We will... what is this? Is there something in here? I've never been down here. There's nothing here. Alright, so there's no point going down there. And we have to go back through more of this stuff. These little sections here are kind of spaced out enough that there's almost no chance of dying. You'll probably get 1 or 2 ticks, especially if you start with a movement skill. Like there I got no ticks. I think maybe the iframes of the evade were making me immune to it when it actually ticked. I am definitely not good enough at this game to be doing stuff like timing the ticks and using the evade skill to get iframes for it. I am absolutely not that good. Okay, I will be going a little bit slowly through here. The damage on this character is not amazing, and I kind of don't want to get caught between 3 different packs of ethereals and stuck on Aether Ground at the same time, and it's bad news bears. So where we're going to have to go kind of around and back. Like I said, I'm going to kill everything here, because I don't want to get stuck. Having this little cut through available is going to be good. I don't think I need to kill these because I'm pretty sure they're just going to stay with that big Aether Tower thing. Okay, so taking a bit of damage there. I think that was just before the Inquisitor Seal buff kicked in. But we can absolutely shoot stuff until it stops coming at us. We don't need to fight these, we can go around. This is actually it's pretty good for Aether Crystals as well. That one is going to be a abomination. You can kind of tell when you look at the Aether Crystals on the floor. You can tell which ones are going to be abominations. This one is not, for example. This one is not. Yeah. I say that with no confidence, having just stated confidently that you can tell the difference. Next time I see one that I know is going to turn into one, I'll point it out and see if I can't kind of describe what they look like. So this one is not. Alright, we're running up here. There is an Exalted Stash in this area, which I'd like to get. Just because I like loot, I think most of us like loot. Probably something most people can understand. Here's the Exalted Stash. I rarely find it here. We've got Ancient of the Winter Storm. Well, that'll sell nicely. These things are a pain in the backside too. That'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Okay, we can skip that house. But yeah, those Aether Tornadoes, they will literally follow you around the entire zone. I'm still looking for one that's going to turn into an abomination, so I can point it out. That's not one. That's not one. Got any more around here? That's not one. That's also not one. Let's get off this Aether Ground for a second. I didn't even realize my health was that low until suddenly boom, 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 boom. Okay, this is one. So, you can see him drag himself out of the ground. It's kind of like, you look at the shape of the crystals on his back, and if it matches, then you know what it's going to be. I guess it's kind of not very useful. but that's how I do it. Just, it looks like one. Alright. So Devotion Shrine is about to be ours. There we go. That is the Magi done. So next up for devotions, we are doing the Viper. But we have to go get some more devotion points first. As long as I'm in the area, I'll go kill the other Herald. Why not? This one is usually... Oh, it's not today. Usually one or both of those drags itself out of the floor and tries to kill you, but... Not today by the looks of it. Okay, so Herald of the Stars... I believe is mostly cold damage, but regardless, it's going to die, having done almost nothing to us, which I guess is nice. And just like the Steps of Torment, I'm not going to go through the Skeleton Key door. To get a lore note though, which is nice. So we'll eat that. What else did we get? Blueprint? That's Haunt. Got that further up the road. And this is the MI for the Night Herald, or the Herald of the Stars. So, Aether converted to cold. It's not bad. Seen a couple builds use it. Okay, we are done in here. Let me just check my notes as for where we're going next. Next up is going to be Bastion of Chaos. So, need to make a quick stop in Homestead because we need 40, I think, scrap? I think it's 40. I'm pretty sure it's 40. Let's just buy those. Got any good rings? Nope. Okay, I'm not looking for pants anymore, so I don't need that. I am looking for boots. Now, this is an ice proc, but we do shred a lot of just generic elemental resistances. And this is a lot of good armor. I think I want to put these on just for the armor. The percent health is nice as well. That doesn't uncap any of the resistances, no. I think I'm pretty happy using those. I should probably check the guns actually. Make sure I'm not throwing away a really good pair of guns. In terms of armor rating, I definitely need a new helmet. Which means I'm going to have to go and farm it, and I don't know off the top of my head what the level range in Cronley's Lair is anymore. What's those boots? Pet boots. What did I just sell? It was a component or something. 3 of those. Yeah, I'll have those back.
Iron well spent.
Yeah, so I may end up dipping into Elite just to farm a helmet. So what you can do, you can just completely skip Act 1 right at the start and just repair the bridge and come straight up here and kill Cronley, or go into his lair. You don't actually have to do Act 1, assuming you have the scrap to repair the bridge. You can just walk straight in. Alright, I'll worry about these Sanctified Bones later, but I don't think I need them anymore. Yeah, Chaos is way over cap. So I'll probably put a Prismatic Diamond on the helmet, and then on the chest I'll most likely put another Scaled Hide. But we'll leave that for now. I do need... the reason I came here. I need the scrap. Okay, do I have vision of the totem? So this area always has, I know where it's going to be right here, has a Forsaken Void Touch totem. And you can see it Yeah, it was right where I thought it was. You can see it right from the rift gate. You'll be able to see if it's here, if it's over here. If it's here, you go there. If it's not here, you run up this way. And then you'll be able to see, by the time you get to this junction, you'll be able to see if it's here. If it's not, you just run up here and it'll be one of these two. But this is the only one that wasn't visible, so I was pretty sure it was going to be here. Okay, let's go ahead and shoot some of these guys. So going in here to get the Devotion Shrine, I am not worried about my resistances because I know they're all capped. But if I did have holes in resistances, things that would worry me is Fire, Vitality, and Chaos in probably reverse of that order. Although, actually, probably the Vitality one would worry me more than Chaos. So, Vitality, then Chaos, and then Fire last. But all of those would be things that I would be worried about. Let's get a little more health. Maybe Lightning as well. And maybe Poison. I mean, honestly, by this stage in the game, you should have everything capped anyway. Okay. In we go. So in here there is an Exalted Stash and a Treasure Trove, and I will kind of try to find them, but as always, if I don't find them, I'm not really worried about it. So I'm just trying to kind of figure out where I am. I'm pretty sure I'm in the bottom right corner. You generally end up there. And the one place I know that little stutter is not something I want to be seeing on this character. I don't know if the recording software picked it up, but I had a couple of frames where the screen just froze, which usually is the tell I look for to say, like, hey, we just spawned a Nemesis a screen away from you, so watch out. Pretty sure I can't get Nemesis yet. Nope, not yet. I wonder what it was. Alright. Anyway, heading up here, this is where... well, this is the first place I know to check for Treasure Trove and Exalted Stash, and they're not here today. So I'm out of ideas. Well, there's the Exalted Stash, which is nice. Didn't have to go looking for that. There's a couple more Treasure Trove spots that I know on the way to the Devotion Shrine, so I'll check those, but I don't come here very often, so I don't know where the locations are off the top of my head. And I don't have grimtools.com open to check the map. I'm not going to bother. Okay. Also, I know I'm going to get another comment on this video. That one guy who seems to enjoy me saying okay. I can't even help it. It's like a nervous twitch at this point. Here's the shrine. And it's a fight for me one. Lovely, lovely. Quickly run back to the seal. Like the coward that I am. When I said earlier that this build was being carried by Inquisitive Seal, I meant it. Able to stand and tank things that we have no business standing and tanking. Okay, so 1 point in Viper. 3 more and we'll have the Viper done, and then after that I think we're looking at some adjustments. I am going to work my way up to the door boss, but I'm not going to go through the door. So door boss is right here. So Warlock and Atu is actually melting. That's crazy how fast he went down. Lovely. Right, well, that'll be the end of this episode, so come back next episode. We'll do a little bit of inventory management, and yeah, see you in the next one, and bye for now.